Okay, this is the second clan war of the day. It's going to be Gangsters against Saints and Sinners. We are watching the first map. It's going to be DM Temple.
Absolutely one of the favorite maps for 4TDM, apparently. Okay, my first view is on Echo, which gets shredded by chips. So I'm going to switch over to Snatch, as it was suggested on your view. Which gets a solid aim against the Gangsters with his guns, with his link gun. Quick exchange of weapons in the meantime. Snatch gets the flak cannon, given away.
I have no idea what just happened.
Not quite sure what
I've
happened.
never seen this before. Anyway, switching to Wolf, who got the first 100 armor.
Possibly trying to make his way to the Wilds corner. Ooh, he's fully stacked. Nice rocket there. He's still very full of health. And get another 100. Really nice solid position in there from Wolverine.
How much do they miss?
Couple things, but nothing really big. Maybe a bug we've never seen before with a flak cannon. Not quite sure.
A bug we haven't seen yet?
Yeah, there was Snatch put in a flak cannon up high, but he just ended up killing himself without the flak cannon even coming out.
Wolf has the M.
Getting some solid damage with every weapon he has, basically. Maybe a small tactical mistake switching to the weapon. He could have had a clean shot against Sunny. But very solid in his positioning. Shielder coming up soon, but he's heading. Ouch! He's heading towards 100 armor. He manages to pick it up. The Shielder goes to Echo in the meantime, which has just 12 HP though.
Yeah, seems to be going really solid for Team SAS, as expected.
Yeah. So far a big advantage, 20-48. They're almost going to the dominating phase without even having a third of the match through.
100 armor is the next item.
And Wolverine is already there in position. He's defending the position very solidly. And with plenty of health and weapons. Nice combo attempt there from Wolverine. Trying to connect against Sunlight. He doesn't manage to do that, but he finds Soul. He manages heavy damage. He does find it against Sunlight.
Stamp. Another ramp for Wolvie.
Making use of the box is worth noticing. That's something not many do. But I think he lost the armor for that. Yes, he did. Lost us halfway through.
So far, just one amp kill.
Nice shot.
But are more kills even needed at this point? And the rest of the team kills as many players as the amp carrier.
Yeah, the match is pretty much one-sided this far. And Wolverine is also the only one which hasn't been killed yet. 7 kills, no deaths. That's impressive. And got yet another 100 armor.
Yeah, he plays safe.
Yeah, I would say
not dying is really important in TDM.
I would say, even though he's got the least points in his team,
yes,
he could be.
You should take into account kill death ratio.
Yeah,
should be the main like the main stat of the game.
Absolutely. That's why I was about to say he can be easily considered the man of the match also because of his control. Nice rockets in the meantime. Getting on the rampage even. But it's kind of a danger. He's below 100 and he lost 100 armor to Soul. But he doesn't let it be a handicap against him. 10 seconds left of the U damage. It's pretty much one-sided this far. Ooh, that blob was far enough, close enough. 255 combo, that's devastating. That's something I don't wish onto anyone, not even to my worst of enemies. Rocket attempt there from Wolverine, which might have lost the armor yet again. Yes, he lost a second armor, a third actually. But I don't think it makes much of a difference after this score, 51-16 for what I think are the favorites in the second season.
Yep.
100 armor came up again, Sunnet picks it up. But Wolverine is really stacked up. I don't think Sunnet stands a chance.
Seems to me like Wolverine single-handedly rotates between major items.
Yes.
And the rest of the team, they just get stacked enough, grab some weapons and kill the enemies, holding some key positions like sniper. And
yeah, Wolverine is definitely the support of the team. He's the one taking care of the most important items, of the weapons. We could see him given weapons to the teammates enough. I think he's the pillar of the team at this point. And he's also the one that plays in the background. So as you can see, he's sharing the items, leaving Slay to take the 100 armor.
really devastating link gun from his notch.
Quite a bit dangerous position there though for Snatch. Also one more kill and then Wolverine is on a dominating spree and still he hasn't died.
Do you think there should be a frag limit in TDM?
Oh, no.
I think there should be. Like some big number, like 100. Although 100 maybe too high. 75. 75 is a good number.
It's definitely not the right timing to talk about frag limits.
Not really.
Not the right time? Why not? Because when the game is, you know...
And there you have it, dominating from Wolverine. Clinic with the U damage. Let's switch over to Clinic, what he's doing. He's having an empty U damage so far. Doesn't find much of a resistance. He finds Echo though, but cannot quite connect it. Nice flag there from Echo. You can see an absolute dominance on the pickups, on the major pickups for Saints and Sinners.
Wait, Hub needs to restart? What's going on? Are they playing on Phoenix?
Yes.
And so it seems like Big Deal is about to restart the Hub.
Apparently so. Hopefully
Does he even know that these games are being played?
I don't know.
Seems like he doesn't, or seems like he doesn't really care. So this game is gonna be lost in a few moments.
In the meantime, Clinic and I think Soul it was, or Chips, were holding onto the belt. Akko's been killed in the meantime. Wolverine with the U damage. Let's see what he's gonna do. 18 frags, no deaths. Now on to 19. Might go to the unstoppable spree here. And there you have it. Wolverine, the absolute pillar of the match so far. Oh, he almost got killed through that rocket though.
Yeah, the hub issue is solved. We can focus on the game.
Okay, okay.
Nice. Thank you.
4 minutes
Well,
away
thank you
from the match.
to Big Deal, obviously. Yeah, the score is right now almost triple. I would say in no way it's possible to regain the control.
No, I don't think
in this
so.
matchup, at least. Seems like a clear win.
Oh my god. Wolverine's about to get a godlike over there. Just 2 more kills. He's not in the best shape right now, but
Has he not been killed yet?
no,
Not a single
yet.
time.
Not a single death. He's about to get a godlike.
Ah, too bad when your teammates are in the way.
Happens to me all the time. Oh, he got killed by Soul this time.
No, no godlike for Wolverine.
But let's.
He was
move on
going
to
for it on
Soul.
purpose. I'm telling you, he was doing it on purpose, avoiding death. Because did you watch his latest Frag movie where he, you know, he like let everyone know how he like got the first godlike in UTProLeague. He was going for the next one.
Oh, all right.
He must be really disappointed now.
He should. Pulling off something like that against a team such as Gangsters is absolutely no easy task, not even for someone of his caliber. Ooh, that missed combo though against Slay.
Well,
Which
of
punishes
course.
him.
But I mean, it's just really unfortunate because he was so close to that.
Yeah, very
Just
correct.
one frag away.
Oh, he got killed actually 2 times, not once. The damage has been picked up by Chips, which gets killed by Snatch, and Snatch picks it up. Ouch! Oh, that flak.
Was it that many players who didn't like the new Enforcer invention? Projectile Enforcer?
Not quite sure. I mean, I
Because
had,
to me
I
it
had a
seemed
hard
like
time.
seemed like at least half of the people liked it, or even more. To be
mean-
honest, I was among the people who didn't like it, but after some time, you know, we get used to stuff, and after some
mean-
time I got used to it, and it was just fine for me.
I didn't dislike it. I think it was fine, but I guess maybe a little bit more tweak could have done the trick. I mean, it was a very nice idea because I think I'm also one of the ones who thinks that for a starting weapon, the Enforcer is actually a bit overpowered.
Yeah, if you hit all of your shots, which is possible, then it's really powerful.
Yes. Wolverine gave a weapon now to Snatch and let him take the 100 armor. Really good teamwork there in the meantime. Snatch trying to get onto Soul, and he manages to get a frag. Wolverine killing spree. Oh, that combo though.
He will. He's one sniper shot away from death.
How did that survive that combo? No idea. Well, the match was pretty much unilateral.
So Snatch seems to be the highest DPS player. Best damage dealer. Wolf, the best map controller.
And the least deaths. Look at that too. Wow.
Quite disappointing, if you ask me. He should have done better.
Yeah, tell Wolf to step up his game.
He needs to train. He's actually gonna say that.
I'll be right back. 1 minute or two.
Okay, as players are getting ready, I'm also filling up my belly with junk food.
So the first point went to SAS of their Clan War encounter. The Spacer.
Okay, apparently the players are about to get ready. Not quite sure.
Seems that SAS is ready, but yeah, here we go. Gangsters is also typing have fun, so the match should start any second. Here we go.
So, X-ray, timers. Chips draws first blood, so let's move on to that. Chips really low on health, 34 HP. Going on to Akko. Initial advantage for the Gangsters. Armor's about to spawn. Wolverine shuts him down with a flak cannon. Oops, sorry. 15 seconds at the shield belt. Wolverine is already there. Facing Sunday. Melting him down with a link gun. Oh, that flag though against Oleg, from Oleg. And Chips gains the kill against Wolverine. They're just about to spawn, but Wolverine's waiting on the 100 armor. And the shield belt was picked up apparently by Chips, which has been having a hard time, but he manages to get out with a little bit of the shield belt. Echo from behind with a double enforcer, dealing significant damage. Still not enough to get the kill. 12 to 10 for SAS. That's a little bit more of a tighter match than the earlier one. Nice combo and then butcher from Chips. As Sonic gets the E damage. Ooh, full flag against Slay. He's barely survives with 14 HP. Wolverine being chased down by Chips. And Sunnet with the U damage trying to get a kill against Slay. I think it was Slay. And now Chips versus Natch in midair. Well, that kind of felt like armored core over there. Shieldbell's been picked up by Wolverine this time. So let's switch over to him. Taking the armor lift, facing Soul, which evades the combo attempt. Possibly unconsciously. Nice shot there. Blocking the line of sight to Chips. Possibly waiting for the 100 armor, which is spawning up in the next 5 seconds. Very consistent with the minigun. Wolverine gets on a killing spree. 10 kills, 2 deaths so far, managing to get the 100 armor. 18 seconds to the next shield belt, and no one is. Apparently, someone is waiting on the shock rifle area. 5 seconds to the next minute, and now 5 seconds to the shield belt. Wolverine is there. He's basically alone now. Now he's got company from Oleg. Let's see how's it gonna be. Oleg falls down, and Wolverine picks up the shield belt for SAS, but he finds Sunade with a U damage, very dangerous. And then he ultimately falls. Snatch decides to leave the U damage to Wolverine. And makes a quick work out of Soul, which spawns on a pretty bad location. And then he faces Sunade. -1 to the rampage for Wolverine. Absolutely dominant so far. But he's been surrounded. He might not make it. Yeah, and he falls under Soul's link gun. But the shield that's about to spawn, let's move over there. It gets taken by Snatch, so let's move over to Snatch, which is following Wolverine and Slay, going to the 100 armor, picked up by Wolverine. Now they're in a bit of a group. They surrounded Soul, which doesn't manage to get out of there alive. Oh, big amount of punishment against Oleg with that link gun. But Chips manages to end him. Soul manages to end him. Onto the inventory change. Slay picks up the U damage, so let's move over to Slay. Making short work of Sunade. Trying to get lines of sight, he manages to find Sunade yet again. Supporting Akko for his kill. Dealing massive damage against Soul, getting a killing spree as well. Here, the shield is about to spawn, and it gets taken by Oleg, which is down to 21 HP, but still a full shield belt. Let's see what he's gonna do. He's facing Snatch. Oh, he's in a dangerous position right now, though. 30 shield belt and 36 now HP. It's not really in shape. And domination there for SAS.
Is this game a bit closer than the last one?
Yeah, it is actually. It is slightly closer. Oh, Oleg kills himself with a flak cannon though.
I'm postponing soon.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at that. Akko's in position there with a minigun, finding opponents from Chips and Oleg. But he manages to get out of there with a minigun and 13 HP and the U damage. But he gets killed by Oleg, which with 4 HP grabs the U damage. But he finds 2 of the SAS.
He will go down without.
Yeah. And it's Snatch claiming the kill and the U damage out of his opponent. Really solid there. 65 to 33 so far, 34. A little bit more than 8 minutes towards the end of the game. 100 armor spawned. Snatch is picking that up. It's been over miscommunication, but they came to an agreement. 10 seconds to the next shield belt. Snatch making use of the boxes to get a surprise attack against Soul successfully too. Trying to block the way from the link area. Echo picks up the shield belt. Smart user of the boxes, but he didn't make the combo at the very last second. It's all very weak. Wolverine here absolutely dominating in this match as well.
Yeah, the whole team of SAS are dominating pretty much.
Oh, Snatch is the first one getting a rampage though.
Notice
Wolverine was
how
-1.
Snatch is the one not using a sniper rifle and having new damage. It's the second time I noticed him running around with the link gun, new damage.
That's true. I think he thinks he makes much more damage and much more efficiently with.
Well, he deals enough damage, that's for sure.
Yes, that's a given. Yet another shield belt goes to SAS. 4 shield belts for 6 shield belts, sorry, for SAS and 2 for the Gangsters, against 4 damage for SAS and just 1 for Gangsters so far.
Also keep in mind, time and seconds has had AMP in their
100,
hands.
100 seconds for SAS and 42 seconds for the Gangsters. In comparison, it's been a little bit more solid for Gangsters.
Yeah, at least the Gangsters had some AMP run time.
That's true. But the next few damage is about to spawn. Let's see how is it gonna be. Echo's waiting there, but he's just 11 HP. He picks it up anyways. The shield belt also is about to spawn, and Oleg's the one picking it up. But Soul gets the U damage out of Echo's scopes. Oh, nice shot. Oh, Snatch being overly aggressive against Soul, but Slay gets a killing spree out of him, which then gets ended by Sunade.
The lift wasn't there.
Oh, Soul trying to get to Slay with the impact hammer. He almost got it, actually.
It looked like he was
Kind of, yeah, he was really, really close. Oh my god, Wolverine get it dominating. And Snatch the shield belt. 160-50 so far. New damage being picked up by Sunade. Oh, that combo from Slade.
Oof. So it hurts seeing how
Wow, nice.
Team Gangsters managed to grab that AMP but then lose it right away.
Oh wow, Wolverine is unstoppable now. I think it's kind of determined to get that
Oh my god.
Oh, but Oleg
No
says
godlike
no.
for you.
No godlike for you. He still has 3 minutes 50 to pull that off, but I don't know. I got my doubts. Yeah, that action just speaks for itself.
Yeah, it's basically a clear victory for this super experienced TDM team.
Yeah. Ouch. Slay tried to prevent Chips from grabbing the shield, the 100 armor. But it's been definitely weakened a lot.
You can see, even though sometimes Gangsters grab 100 armor or belt or amp, then it just turns around. Like they get hit from 2 players at once and lose their stack and get killed eventually.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, Sonic got a killing spree. Let's move over to him. 100 health and some ammo, some weapons. It's not put very badly. The U damage is up though, and he's away. Wolverine picks up the U damage, very dangerous now. They meet face to face. Oh wow, that's not a shot. Dragon Sonic down to 28 HP. And Wolverine ends him. He's now having a hard time fighting against Oleg. He manages to find it and a double kill, but then Chips pulls a deadly rocket.
No, this is why I'm saying there could be some frag limit of 100. Because, like, this is just pointless to play out after some point for the losing team. We all know how it's gonna end.
Well, kind of. But maybe I would talk about Mercy score of some sort.
But it's basically the same thing, Mercy score, you know?
Kind of. When you talk about a frag limit, I think about an app frag limit, which can
Well,
be
a fixed-
achieved even with a +1 score.
I know it's a different thing, but in practical terms, if one team gets 100 frags,
Well, for now it's
usually-
definitely not planned. If teams want to concede, they still have the option to do so.
Okay, maybe Mercy score would be better. Yeah,
Okay,
I
now
meant
it's
that.
time-
I just have to let the players know actually that the hub will now get restarted quickly
Oh, okay.
after the 4-4s. Whoops.
I'm just saying, like, if there was some rule that would prevent, games from continuing when it's clear enough already.
Like I said, it's definitely not the point to have this discussion right now, live on stream.
Well, alright.
We can at some point discuss it, but we will not come to a ad hoc conclusion.
Yeah, I'm just giving my 2 cents. I'm not saying do this. It's just my 2 cents.
Sure, all feedback is welcome and heard and assessed and spoken to with the community. I'm going to quickly show the browser while I talk to Big Deal. Alright, so the hub is being restarted apparently, and will be up briefly again.
So that would be a good chance for everyone to grab new snacks, new drinks, because we're about to see some action.
Right, we will be going into the 2-2 with Aegon Wolf playing for SAS, and well, apparently 4 players of Gangsters playing against the 2 of SAS, but hopefully split into 2 teams of 2. There are many pros and cons to playing against, on paper, better teams, or in scores better teams, obviously. But like I said, if teams want to concede, they still have the concede option right now. If they really feel demotivated, they don't have to play. That's already a given. And frag limit would be, as Anzu exemplatory, whatever that word is, mentioned in the chat. If there's a frag limit, it can actually
Hinder the game.
hinder very, very tight games by, having or introducing this frag limit. Well, actually,
That's
it could have
true.
gone, just a few minutes more, being the nail biter that those matches were, for example. I think they were both around 100. So if anything, a mercy score is more practical. But in the end, if a team actually wants to play out that map for whatever reason, also don't underestimate team deathmatch. I think 1-on-1 is very snowbally and it's really hard to regain control. But there have been matches. I just want to remind of last season. I think it even was SOW who pulled off a win, being like 20 or 30 frags behind in the last few minutes with like 1 or 2 Emperors, if I'm not mistaken.
I've seen that. I don't remember if it was actually SOW.
I'm also not entirely sure, but I had this discussion with Memphis, and it might have been that match. But anyway, it did happen. So also mercy score is not really helping a lot unless it's like 100 frags difference. And to reach 100 frags difference, you already almost have to play the full 15 minutes anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it would not really change a lot, I think, a mercy score. If teams want to concede, then they really can.
Yeah, if you look at it that way, not very much, that's true. But it might save time for the next teams, potentially.
Let me just quickly check the servers. Am I not seeing a PHX, or is it just not online?
No, it is up. I'm in the match. They're about to start even.
That's weird.
I try to refresh the page.
Okay, it's back. It's back on my screen, I mean. Okay. Alright. Alpha, you there, mate?
Sorry?
Alpha there?
They're all
Hello,
there.
I'm here.
Oh,
Alrighty.
Alpha.
Yeah.
You can start. I'm on.
Okay, cool. I just let Wolf know.
I am ready.
Okay, so the 2-2 is starting with Wolf and Echo against Chips and Soul. First map is going to be Deck. And I'm
My
handing
21st
over the
cup
mic.
Okay. The X-ray turned on. I'm having the first view on Soul so far from the autocam, which is in the middle of the area with a shock buckle, trying to reach a top, pretty much undisturbed so far. Chips is trying also to reach him up. One thing which they're known for is that Gangsters are known for is that they have a really solid control of the top. That was also SOW's first match on against
Really
them on
stylish 100 armor grab by Wolf. Switch the screen back. Wasted set.
Yeah, I switched it back before the first frag.
Oh, nice attempt there from Soul. Not gone really well, but a nice attempt nonetheless. First that's about to spawn. SAS is beneath that. Akko picks up the boots and the belt. That shows the power of the boots, potentially. So switching back now to Akko, which has just 15 belt points. Quite an interesting move using the teleporter, the last boost to go to the teleporter. And now SAS is the one holding the top. Oh, that combo. It's been over 2.
And that headshot by Wolve. But
Now taking over to Chips. He's now going towards a 50. Maybe trying to find a line of sight afterwards. As he has the U damage, must go for some kills. And there he finds one against a French player. And yet another. And yet another against Wolverine.
not a bad anthem.
That was effective enough to rebalance the scales.
Well, that's really good job at escaping that initial spawn point.
Here's some triple rockets in there. One shot against Akko. Akko forced to leave. Just 14 HP. Oh, that rocket. Straight to his face.
How did that
And
not
yeah,
deal any damage?
Now Chip's going aggressively against Wolverine. Carrying out another kill. He's on 7 kills.
Really nicely played by Chips.
He's actually playing really well. He's handling the whole SAS team pretty much alone. I think
He's gonna get the amp.
Yeah, he is. I don't. Oh wow! -1 to the rampage.
This must
for
be
Chips.
Chips' play of the day,
Quite possibly.
play of the month.
And there you go, rampage. Oh wow, nice. He's playing really nice so far.
He's the star of the show.
Yeah, so far yes. And I think that's one of the few actually well-used U damages so far that we've seen. We're gonna have some rockets, some homing rockets. They took a bad angle though. That flag did not take a bad angle, however. 10 seconds to the next shield belt. Wolverine is really in position. Ooh, risky rockets there. Homing rockets from Wolverine. Oh, wow. Spectacular combo there. Blocking all the way.
Chips still got it. He
Yes.
maintains control.
He's holding a really good control, actually. U damage is up. Whoa. Those two combos from both Gangsters, that was really impressive. Wolverine is heading anyways to the damage, but he got a lot of damage in return. So did Echo. Oh, but also Chips is quite damaged at the moment. I think that will be the time for him to switch to the sniper rifle if he wants to go through. But that combo did the job magistrally. Magistrally. The sniping attempts didn't go really well through. He's just 5 HP. Oh, wow. And Wolverine ends his streak. But Chips picks it up, picks the U damage up anyways.
Yeah, he got really good spawn point. Right?
Yeah. He picked up a good spawn point.
He didn't pick it. Like he could in duel, but... And the pings...
Echo's complaining about the ping. Maybe he had a lag spike, not quite sure. Oh, I heard a headshot sound.
Pretty unexpected. Who would expect this to happen? Honestly.
Wow.
Dominating. Blue team dominating team SAS.
Yeah. Oh, Wolverine fell into the goo pit. I just can't get out.
Maybe Wolvie and Eiko are not the best combination for this 2v2.
But it's also worth mentioning that Chips has had a huge run. Wow, 260 damage with 2 sniper shots. And he's still running with 22 HP and 100 armor. Chips is taking the best out of a situation, definitely. Wow, nice shot. That was close to be a headshot, or at least so it looked. Oh, Echo steals the shield but right from Chips' nose. But it cost him quite a lot, actually. Almost immediately nullified. But it appears like SAS is about to get a little bit more of a ground and so kill himself. Just killed himself with a rocket launcher.
There's still plenty of time. And the score difference is not that big for this amount of time.
Ooh. Well, this is gonna be interesting.
Yep, Wolvie's rockets were perfect there, pretty much unavoidable.
Yeah, really well put.
So when you're in such a cramped space like the corridor at 50, rocket will win always against sniper.
Absolutely. Nice usage of the environment there for Wolverine, leaving a shock rifle for Echo, but apparently he doesn't need it. (15-36) is the score. Slowly entering the third of the match. So was trying to head over to the belt. He ended up being severely punished.
So just go away.
Oh, nice attempt there though from Chips to catch a knee damage. Finds himself blocked by Wolverine. Oh, but he's been overly aggressive, but it paid off anyways.
not overly aggressive. Chip basically trapped himself there.
He could have played a little bit more safely though. I mean, he had a sniper rifle with damage. He could have taken it from the distance, being aware that Chips wouldn't have done any damage, or he wouldn't have been able to deal any damage. But what matters is that he still got a kill with a U damage.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, nice combo attempt. A bit too late connected though. The shield is up, and Echo's the one picking that up. Oh, that was really close to being an air rocket. Now let's switch over to Echo. Let's see how it performs. Nice combo there against Chips. And yet another combo against Soul. Very nicely played. And killing spree for Echo. Echo trying to predict the spawn point. Whoa, those rockets were close enough for him. Just 27 HP, he doesn't really want to risk that. Not right now that they're... Ouch! And the E damage goes in Chips' hands. And we've seen how dangerous it can be. First kill. And the belt is up. Echo's there and waiting. And so is Wolverine. So he decides to go on the offensive. And it paid off really well, actually.
Perfect.
Wow. He basically nullified a minute of effort for SAS in those few seconds. Ouch. That hurt pretty bad. Chips is still waiting for the 100 armor. Aware the Wolverine is there. Ooh, triple rockets there. Does quite a bit. Not optimal for Chips. Boots are up. Chips is patiently waiting on the top, and they're calling GG. Unbelievable.
So Gangsters prove they are really strong on deck.
Yes. They know how to move on that map, most definitely.
And
And I
it's not
think-
like they got lucky or something. They really were in control.
Yes, they played really well.
Especially Chips, of course.
Oh, he had some runs that was really impressive. Okay, apparently Soul is calling it quits. So maybe it's time for him to go. Okay, they're getting Master Bobo.
Master Bobo, which is
I think it's Shark.
Zarkan. Shark.
Yeah, really well played by Chips. He had a really good run. After that,
Yeah.
Solo had a really good run. Both SAS players were, I think, in the 1 digits frags and in the 2 digits in deaths, if I remember correctly.
It was something like that, yes.
I think at some point it's stabilized, but with about 4 minutes to go,
Yeah, it was a
and
bit
maybe
too late.
18 frags to catch up on, it's highly unlikely. So I guess you rather wanna save your spirits and move on to the next map.
Guys, you know what? I think I'd rather go now.
Okay,
Because it's been going longer than I expected.
no worries. Then thank you so
And,
much for the casting. I will hop in.
Thanks for joining us, Alpha. And thanks
Yeah,
for the
no
support
problem.
from my voice.
No problem. Cheers.
Cheers, good night, mate. Anyways, going back onto the action, the match has started.
I'm an Echo right now, who grabbed the shock rifle, one of the best weapons in the game. Next up is going to be Armor, and
Oh, team shot
Wolf
there.
as well as Echo are very close by.
First armor is about to spawn. Wolverine and Echo are raiding position. Wolverine trying to secure the curved area, so to speak, the gun area. Nice combo there against Massive Bubble. Hopefully the shotgun, if I follow correctly.
Sharken, yeah.
Small skirmish there between Chips and Echo. It appears though that Chips is in a bit of advantage. Wolverine there in difficulty. Oh, nice.
Very nice double kill. With just a tiny bit of loaded goo. Echo got really lucky that the opponent didn't have more health.
Yeah.
Sharken now with 1 boost charge left and Amp coming in 10 seconds.
He decides to use it to get a position.
He rather used the last boost charge to try to get a kill. Probably not the most strategic use of it. Wolf
Nice
picking up
movements
the
there
Amp.
from Echo. Wolverine picked up the Amp. He's picked up 100 armor right now. Trying to get against Master Bobo. And a killing spree. Nice, not bad, not bad.
Belt already coming in 5 seconds. Wolf might be late to the party, but he's just on time.
Direct rocket.
It seems that Gangsters is not putting too much emphasis right now on the timings. On this map, at least. It is not a UT99 map, or not even UT2K4, so maybe...
No, that's a brand new.
Right, so maybe that's a reason.
It might be that. Wolverine perfectly stacked 150 and 154, two boot charges under his feet. Correctly predicted movement there. Doing really well so far until he got cornered at the belt area. Possibly the most important part of the minute.
Build spawning any second. Nice double kill again from Echo. Same region as his double kill
The previous
before.
minute. Yeah, same conditions as the previous minute.
Slightly different weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Amp is
Kind of
up.
hard.
No player has boots, as it seems.
Echo has the U damage with the sniper rifle, kill against Metabobo and Chips, double kill. He heard someone spawning next to him, but he didn't quite find it. Now he did. Another kill. Oh, he doesn't quite connect. He's just down to 5 HP. He must
Sharken very brave
Yes.
in the sniper standoff with an Amp.
Oh my god.
There must have been like 5 frags.
I think
Plus
it was
minus.
I think it was 6 if I counted correctly. I'm not sure.
Nice flick.
Thoughts about this spawn and domination. And within the first 5 minutes.
Now this map, for some reason, goes the complete opposite.
Yes. I think it might be because the Gangsters, even though they're really good players, I think they lack the experience they have in that such as that. And maybe they don't feel quite at home as they would feel in deck, like we could see in the previous map. But that combo, that was quite...
Well, maybe Ego's just on fire, looking at his 19 kills and 4 deaths right now, to make it 20.
Yeah. Exactly the double as... exactly twice as Wolverine. And you damage for Wolverine in the meantime with a minigun. Ooh, but that combo drags it down to 24. He's forced to retreat, but he finds some health. Oh, nice rocket. Where it landed. Ooh, direct rocket there. Absolutely devastating. New damage expired, coming up in a minute. Much damage spawned. Wolverine is there in position. Kind of pancaked the opponent. That was quite funny.
Was it actually a pancake?
Not really, but
okay.
Display. I mean, I didn't
It
hear
should
any
have been.
damage, so would have been very, very funny. Oh, that triple rocket, it almost landed, but like a good friend of mine says, almost is nothing. Shield back goes to Echo. Gonna switch over to him. Not quite sure what he's trying
last
to...
minute cancel, because Wolf had boots.
Oh, I see.
Oh, he dropped the boots? Is that what happened?
Apparently, because Shaka now has it. Ooh, nice attempt though. Great gameplay there from Echo trying to stop him anyways.
Yeah, I think his main agenda right now was to just prevent Gangsters from getting to the amp, and if they do, have the least HP as possible.
Nice action there from Wolverine though, killing Massive as soon as he picks up the U damage, making him drop him down for it. But now it's a Wolverine with 5 HP getting a double kill with an enhanced flak cannon in the belt. And the shotgun spawn next to him, and yet another kill. Very stable aim. Oh. Chip's been quite decisive there, getting the kill. Positioning there.
Yeah, Build and Amp both spawn in about 5 to 10 seconds.
Back goes to Wolverine.
Chip still has armor, very important, and also the boots.
Which now go to Echo. Your damage goes to Wolverine, despite Echo being the one with the boots.
I think he might have used them. Might have been just one charge.
He used one charge. I don't know how many charges were there though. Wolverine is waiting for Chips. Chips is aware that Wolverine is waiting for him.
The panic combo still hits. Nice.
second kill with the U damage. Getting some more health and getting ready for the next shield belt. But he's pretty weak and everyone is in there. Wolverine kind of forced to retreat, but he managed to get the shield belt. Ouch, but that combo, that was quite deadly. Even though the kill has been registered as an enforcer kill, which is kind of weird.
Very nice sniper.
Yeah.
Waited patiently for the jump. And then very well predicted.
Nice intention there, nice attempt. It did not go through though. I think Wolverine could have allowed himself to be a little bit more aggressive there and get a kill actually. Given a very weakened Master Bob. Echo has a U damage, but Chips is being a little bit too greedy there. Okay, and they're calling for GG.
Yeah, I think it's the wise choice, and there's literally no shame in conceding a map. Because in the end,
No, absolutely
like discussed earlier, if you wear out easily, you know, it's like bad for your spirits if you have to continue playing a lost match already, an already lost match. So now both teams conceded on, I would suppose, the respective other team's map. The
Yes,
decider map
now
is going to be Codex, if I'm not mistaken.
Which one?
I think it's Codex.
Oh,
I mean,
Codex.
we will see any second.
Codex might be tough for SAS. That's another classic UT99 map, which I think Gangster know like the back of their hand. Might be interesting.
It will be interesting for sure. It plays obviously completely different because it's not as hitscan heavy as deck. And also we have this little addition of this pathway and switched
true.
the weapon in the newest version.
That's
So
true.
actually we just spawned there. Might have
But in
been
my
both.
short experience in UT99, in my short dual experience in UT99, I remember that Codex was one of the favorite dual maps for the Polish players. I used to play against the Polish clan. I think there were actually some people from Gangsters which were playing those clan wars with us, and their favorite map was indeed Codex, and it was really tight map. I hated it in UT99. It was too tight for me.
Yeah, especially with a 6-pack.
6 packs.
You don't have 3, my
like-
friend. You have 6 of these rockets.
Yeah,
The never-ending charge up.
yeah. Even though I was
It's haunting you
one of
at night.
It was really haunting me, even though I was one of the guys constantly and consistently loading 6 packs.
Iska was asking whether we cannot finish tomorrow. No, it's not possible. I mean, it's bad. We did have the delay of like I think 30 seconds, 30 minutes, but we cannot delay the epic division matches for obvious reasons of streaming. So far, everybody really likes the addition of the hallway as well as the swap from sniper or off sniper and by rifle.
It does. I mean, it does look nice. I haven't tried it myself. But
I should definitely. It improves the whole flow.
yeah, I should. I definitely should. But,
This is the decider map, by the way, of the 2 and 2. Very surprising.
I was actually wondering if that addition, that corridor would be communicating with a shield belt wall. Because in that case, we might have like a small window in which someone can shoot through. Might be an interesting mechanic. Just as a side note.
Eiko got the first armor. Surviving with 10 HP and no health pack to be found. Well, there was one. And the second
Oh,
one.
he found him. He found him.
Also now with the shock rifle, very nice prerequisites to attack or defend the shield belt. Oh, very, very close.
There, but definitely paid off. Oh, nice combo. 61 for SAS so far.
I think Eiko's not completely aware of the new layout yet. He was expecting the 50 in the old area.
Do you damage is up? I think they've been delayed it for like 2 seconds. Echo gets a killing spree already. Echo's movement, Echo's positioning is quite interesting, I must say. It's not the thing you would see every day. Oh.
Yeah, pardon my French, but I still think he's not aware of the new pathway. Because he never checked it. It's the second time he was looking for the 50. I think Wolf needs to step up his game as a team captain and let Eiko know. Oh, very nice snipe and also very nice kill by Soul. I'm gonna switch over to him.
Yeah. I'm already on his view, going at the minigun. And Echo gets a rocket kill and his revenge against Soul.
Belt and Amp now spawning at the same time.
Yeah, actually, yeah, precisely at the same time.
I'm not sure if Gangsters is aware.
Echo gets a shield belt. That's a given. The U damage is still waiting.
Oh, very nice prediction combo. I'm gonna switch over to Wolf, who might be going up to the Amp. Actually, it's Echo.
Picked it up. So let's switch to him, which has been heavily damaged actually. Down to 53 HP. He does find one pickup.
Echo kind of wasted the amp, but I think it's forgiven in terms of maintaining map control. Gangsters just having 2 frags at this point.
Yeah, I guess
keeping the armor.
I guess in situations such as this one, you might just want to, you might rather want to waste the U damage rather than losing your control trying to force some kills.
Right, yeah. Because also, if you give the double damage to the opponent, then obviously you get exactly the opposite of what you actually should want with that amp.
Absolutely. You're gonna have it backfire to you and pretend me too. I'm apparently having a hard time getting a kill with a flak cannon so far.
Very unfortunate spawn for Chips.
But he managed to get out somehow. Ouch! Nice headshot there.
I suppose primary to get rid of the shock balls. Now Wolf needed to forfeit the amp because must have been Chips who was waiting up there already.
Yeah, quite probably. But Echo gets
a very nice opportunity for Wolf now. I'm surprised right now that Wolf did get the amp. Still didn't. Seemed like he was jumping, lagging, right through it.
This match is slowly becoming one-sided, I would say. Ouch, that combo. That must have hurt. Okay, I got no
Well,
more.
yeah, what seemed like a very one-sided map right now has changed a little bit. It's just 13 frags, which essentially is like one good amp run.
Maybe one good amp run in a full
Plus,
four.
you know, like whatever follows behind. You have one amp run, maybe 5 frags, and then usually yield the fruit of the control you established.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Right. If you put it that way, then yeah, it might be, yeah.
Nice good attempt. Almost hit Wolf directly in
that
the
was pretty
face.
close. I'm pretty
Amp
sure
is still up. Yeah, and I think now it's kind of a map lock for SAS, because they just had the belt, they had the armor, they have the weapons.
Oh, but Soul is being.
The next armor is also up. Pads is up.
Oh wow, Akku's advantage is just 1 HP. And it's still being really aggressive. Oh, Akku just cornered over there.
Yeah, Wolf not really in a position to attack shield belt with just 25 HP. 'Cause if he dies, he also loses the shock rifle next to the armor, which means
But
that
then
whoever spawns there
yeah,
would actually grab it. Wolf now on a rampage. Maybe it's making his godlike dreams real on this map. Still 7 minutes, 6.5 to go. Anyway, amp being picked up here by Wolf. Also Aiko now with the killing spree and the GG. I think it might have been a little bit too early for my taste.
It could, yeah, it could have.
Maybe one more amp run and then see, but we obviously
But
respect
maybe
the
they
players' decisions. Also, it's getting late, so.
Well, maybe they just had enough.
Okay, well, this is the third point for SAS. We still have 2 one-on-ones ahead of us as the last 2 matches of the day. And maybe something is wrong with the hub, because remember Big Deal wanted to restart the thing. Maybe there was some traffic issues.
Maybe a little bit of an overcrowd. There are around 40 players.
Let's have a look at the scoreboard. I mean the overview. So it's gonna be Silent against Slay and Snatch against Sharken. We see Deck Erase and potentially Echo, and ASDF Erase and potentially Deep. I assume it's
Oh,
gonna
that
be
looks
Slay
very
and Silent
interesting.
first.
That looks really interesting.
I'm really happy to see the Deep over there, which entered the duel scene last season, and also Echo for the second time actually today, as we already saw between Sesmas and Anzu, because it did get a lot of criticism by some players for being in the pool over Coma, for example.
I'll be honest. I'm a pretty good fan of Coma. Quite honestly said, and I'm kind of sorry of not seeing it. I've not seen it in the map pool, but for some cases, I might understand that.
From what the dual community says is that Coma is very easily controllable.
Yeah, it can be quite
So
overwhelming.
where does that leave us? You know, as a platform where we want to show the game
Yeah,
to obviously not only UT players, that's the no-brainer, but also to players or interested people out of other scenes. And the server's up. I'm just gonna join.
oh yeah.
And
There it is.
if there are maps that can potentially be very snowbally, then that's not the best, sign for, or like the best, what's the word I'm looking for?
That's
Eh,
not the best show to put, so to speak.
Yes, right. Because you
Yeah,
want to
that's
show the game as a very exciting and maybe even close game. If there are maps that are too easily controlled, then
yeah. That's why I was saying I might understand that, even though personally speaking, I'm sorry to see that. Also
yeah.
because Coma
Because I
was
personally also like Coma, but we always try to get the best for the viewers and for the players and the interested people.
yeah, naturally.
So we'll see how maps play out. Also, you mentioned that you're working on deck right now, so we might be able to give a little bit more of alteration to deck. Okay. Slay and Sanet are kicking it off on said map deck. I'm going to start following Slay for now. He has the boots and the shock rifle, while Sanet has the Vile advantage and no boots.
Ooh,
What
wow.
a nice combo there. What a nice prediction. And the funny thing is that Sanet also tried to be sneaky, but for some reason Slay was able to read him first. Sanet knows exactly that Slay wants to go for the belt very soon. And Slay again was reading his opponent really, really well. Scoring the 2-0. And getting the belt.
Ooh, wow. He risked a lot there. Oh my god.
Sanet definitely had the right idea. And had a super nicely placed combo lined up. But he lit it too early. I think right now you're in a sort of rushy, panicky mode where you don't really select your spawns anymore.
Kind of. Wow. 1.5 minutes and he's already on a clean spree.
Switching over to Slay right now.
They're apparently in absolute control so far. They can perfectly
He's
read
leaving
his
no
opponent's movement.
space to breathe here.
He's kind of forced to leave the belt.
Yeah, that was a mistake of Slay. He wanted to play too cocky, too show-offy, too confident. But the point is that Sunate is by far not a bad player. He's actually a pretty good player, so he will definitely take that present that was just gifted by Slay in terms of a shield belt.
Yeah, absolutely. But worth noticing, as you were speaking, Slade dealt an insane amount of damage to Sunade. Oof. They both read each other very well. Oh, that was quite close. Shieldbell's about to come up.
Oh, that was very, very risky Slay. Without knowing where Sunnet was, but combo did not connect.
Ooh, headshot.
Yeah, that's very frustrating for Sunnet. Just getting back into the stack game, so to speak.
Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure as soon as you hear that boom. Just the fact that you've been shot to the head, it just puts a lot of pressure psychologically.
However, I don't really know what just happened.
Slay was kind of cornered at the lift.
But didn't he have an arm advantage? I might have not looked properly.
Not 100% certain,
Did Sunnet have the armor? In other words.
Let me check. Oh, it doesn't say. I'm not quite sure, but
Yeah.
I think it was Slay actually having the armor, but Sunnet.
I think he also hit himself with a rocket.
Yeah, quite big. Might be quite possible.
Yeah, despite that mistake by Slay, he still managed to. I mean, mistake in the sense of self-damage and like losing control unnecessarily. That kind of mistake. He still got it back pretty quickly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, to be fair, some of the stuff Slay shows is sort of next level play, as weird as that sounds. Just some players are able to pull certain things off in the game right now, I would say. And it might take another few years for other players to catch up on these things. Like faking certain combos and getting angles that nobody else gets by dodging forward or in other jumps. He's doing a really nice job in that.
Wow.
Pinned to the wall.
Yeah. I think he could have yoinked him like 3 or 4 times.
Slay sometimes does that to just demoralize opponents.
Yeah. That was a little bit miscalculated. Oh, that combo.
I have a nice combo.
It's gotta
And kind of a cocky spawn also by Slay. Just rushing to the sniper rifle, knowing that Sunnet was there, and immediately got the combo in the face with I think it was like 36 HP left.
Sunnet picks up, I think, his first shield belt. Yeah, it's his first shield belt.
I think it's the second one after the one he stole from Slay after he was too cocky.
Oh yeah, true. The second.
But
Yeah, you're right.
Slay gladly taking a second 50 armor, stacking up to 100.
Oh, nice read there. But Sunnet's been reacting with that. Ow!
As you might have noticed, Slay took out a lot of pace of the game. Just playing the
he
clock
doesn't-
down right now, basically.
he
Not
doesn't
taking
want
too
to-
many risks.
Exactly. Going very defensive, playing smart rather than aggressive. He knows to be in a position in which he can do that and have a huge
That was-
reward from that.
That was a very risky. Senate had been a little bit faster.
Oh, nice rocket attempt over there.
Both players having boots right now. At least did have.
Oh, and ultimately,
Senate victorious in that battle.
Shatuya commented with no fall damage. Actually, like Fragam said before, they both had the boots, at least until a certain point. But Slay still did have those boots. I don't know how that combo did not deal any damage though. I mean, that was close enough, it could have been deadly. Ooh, not bad. I guess we can call it a GG.
Yeah. A very strong start of Slay. Almost similar damage though.
Yeah, true, with the slight advantage of Slay. What I think made the difference is the shield belt.
But also the really aggressive and strong start of Slay. Because especially at the beginning, if the opponents don't really have a lot of armor, it's enough to just, do these 100 damages if you burst him down and if you give your opponent no chance of regaining those health packs.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
even
but I
though
was more
the damage was kind of similar, a lot of Sunet's damage was created during the time when Slay was playing very defensive, being able to back off to an armor or health and stuff like that. So he could
Yeah, that's
permanently
true.
regain his
That's
stack.
true, but what I was more talking about terms of raw damage. Because even though they had roughly the similar amount of damage, Slay had, I think, more than the double of the kills.
Yeah, I think it was 10 to 4
At
or
the end.
something.
It was 11 to 4.
Hmm.
So what I think made the difference in that point, also given that they both had similar healing, what made the difference in there was the shield belt.
Yeah, for sure. That enabled Slay to play aggressive in one sense, because even if you have somewhat of 20 or 50 shield belt left and then grab an armor, 100 armor, you would still
You
stack
have
up to 150/125.
Yeah.
So it's quite.
Oh, but Sonic draws first blood in there with a nice
And gets
nice
the armor.
movement. And takes the armor. That's true. Oh, nice shield there.
And another nice kill by Sanet,
Yeah.
corner Slay.
Oh, correctly predicted spawn, but not quite effective action. Belt is spawned. This leg takes damage.
Very greedy Slay. I think he was hoping to just kill Sanet there. But he would have had hit like a perfect combo.
Wow. That combo has been really heavy. Really heavy damage output.
Slay was in a kind of a pickle.
Standing still on a slight advantage, but we're talking about a very fast-paced map. Wow, that combo!
Very good read. Slay heard the rockets charging.
And Slay takes the lead.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe making a more or less huge mistake by leaving the armor, but he was just back in time.
Really nice read there from Slay. Yeah, and killing spree directly.
There was a duel. Sunade was under no circumstances able to win, or would have been able to win.
Slay repeatedly hammering onto Sunade, especially with the link gun.
Yeah, it's a very safe gun, let's put it like that. If you only have 100 HP, like it's the case after removing the starting armor, you eliminate a lot of opportunities to fail, but dish out constant damage, so to speak. That's why I think it, especially against respawned opponents, it's a very good weapon.
Slay now playing almost like fight and run. Until he found a sniper rifle. Don't know what he's gonna do now. Been a little bit aggressive more. Now going full on with the link gun. Not quite enough though.
Nice damage, negating all the armor Sunade had. He might miss belt because of it.
Yeah, he did. Sunade now has the belt. I think it's his second belt, 2 on 2. No, 3. Third belt for Sunade. Sunade survived just with 5 HP. If Slay hit him with just 1 more ammo of the link gun, he would have died.
I think Slay somewhat has no issue in that kind of trade, because Sunade will have to invest a few seconds to actually regain some stack in terms of HP and maybe even the 50. So in its essence, Slay is playing down the clock.
Which is, I think, in the moment the best thing he can do. He's got a quite big advantage at the moment.
So definitely has no rush in attacking Sunade at this point. he'll be happy to just plus back.
And now going again aggressive. Oof.
They almost managed to knock Sunade down with the radius of the combo. I'm pretty sure Sunade already got a little bit of self-damage.
Ooh, wow. 3 kills, one after the other, real quick. Efficiently waiting to go offensive. Score is now 14 to 5. I think at this point, someone might call GG.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think there's any way he can make 11 frags in less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, especially without map control, without
Any advantage. Whoa! Wow.
right. No weapon stack, you know, no armor stack. Nothing he can really work with except Enforcer and the next best weapon he can find. So I almost got the prediction right here.
She dealt already an intense amount of damage with those 2 combos. Oh! But he survives with 10 HP.
"21 kills in a duel might be the highest score we saw today now. 101, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, for today, yes.
Alright, so this is point number 4 for SAS. 1 duel to go between Snatch and Sharken.
And as the players are getting ready, I'm taking a very quick break. And I'll be back shortly.
In the meantime, I'm looking for the next match. Seems like Snatch is on this server. Yeah. Sharken and Snatch are both on that server. I'm gonna switch back the scene.
Okay, I'm back.
Sure. Server just started. I'm gonna let the players know that we can give it a go.
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
No problem. Okay, this is the final match of the day. Gangsters Sharken against Saints and Sinners Snatch. First map's gonna be ASDF. Starting on Snatch, just grab the shock rifle.
Very steady aim, even in his movements. Always making sure to have view on the corridor.
Missed the combo, unfortunately. Now Snatch has to be on the back foot because he exactly knows that one single sniper shot would actually kill him. Now not anymore, he grabbed the health pack, but before he did.
Oh, nice.
Perfectly placed combo. And another perfectly placed combo. It's like the least you want at the beginning of a duel match.
Yeah.
To run into those super combos.
No, but he risked. Oh. Gave that dog to Shotgun though. Wow. Like I said earlier, very steady aim. Quite aggressive over here as well. He was certain he had the kill,
I
but
think Snatch is maybe a little show off right now, trying to finish Shotgun with a sniper shot.
and he did.
Underestimating though that Shotgun did not have low enough health, so could potentially have cost him. But it was nice to watch. I'm not complaining.
Well, coming up soon. Both players are there. But Snatch is the one coming out. Oh, he jumped a little bit too high.
It was all strategy.
He didn't even see him coming.
Exactly. I must say, Sharkan is getting really surprised by these combos. Must have been the fourth to come completely out of the blue.
Wow.
And it's not that he survives with a few HP and can do something afterwards. It's like the combo hits properly. Nice sniper work by Sharkan. And again, very nice sniper work by Sharkan.
Been quite elusive in there. Well placed sniper shot. He could have gone a little bit more aggressive though. Not.
And very nice flick. Really no chance for Sharkan right now.
He reads Sharkan's movement quite correctly, but he doesn't connect the decisive shot. I think Snatch's greatest capacity as a player is his ability of reading through the movement of himself, of the adversary, and of everything that surrounds him. And especially in a duel, that's something that really gives you an edge on pretty much any kind of opponent.
Yeah, he might want to work on his defender skills. I mean, in the end, it's very similar to what I said about Slay. It's some kind of next level play. That even if he wouldn't do it, he would dominate the opponent. But if it works, it's like not one but two steps ahead of the opponent.
Yeah.
In terms of efficiency or time or element of surprise and all these kind of factors.
Nice attempt there. Oh, he didn't even see him. Oh, that headshot.
Oh my goodness.
Another 100 armor for Snatch. Oh, and another headshot.
Right in front of the shield belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. With 2 minutes 30 to go, I would call this a GG.
Yeah. No doubt. I mean, the only way right now Sharkan could win is that Snatch just throws himself away. Less than 2 minutes away to the end of the match, and 2-20 is the score. Quite a unilateral match.
It seems like Snatch wants to top the top score we just had in the 101 before of a duel match this season.
And he did it.
And yet another perfect combo.
They're just idling. I didn't realize that he ran out of ammo.
Yep. It would have been yet another perfect combo.
Nice.
Yeah, there really isn't much to do for Sharkin in this situation, to be honest. All he can do is get an advantage at the beginning. The second map is going to be Erase. Similar to what we saw in the first matchup of the duel.
Okay, this might be interesting. The two fastest maps.
Alright. The second map of this best of 3 is going to be Erase between Snatch and Sharkin. And I believe that must be Snatch's map pick.
This is Snatch's map pick?
I believe so. Very nice combos by Sharkin.
Isn't SAS the highest? The higher.
Ah, you're right. Then this must be Sharkin's.
The midnight is coming over. We're getting all tired at some point.
That's right. Yeah, Snatch with a quick conversion kill. 2-0. Under 1 minute played. Sharkin might have chosen the wrong spawn here.
Sharkin tried to passively fight for the belt, but didn't turn out to be the best tactic at the moment.
The 50 damage basically was what Sharkin just picked up. 50 armor.
Ooh,
Very nice combo through the little lid.
through the window.
Slit. Not lid. Switching over to Sharkin. Let's see what he can do.
Snatch extremely aggressive with that. Doing an insane amount of damage so far. Wow. Just survived with 2 hits.
Oh, that could have been a really nice combo. And another really nice combo by Sharkin here. But not enough HP to actually work with it.
Oh, that rocket was really risky. That dodge against that rocket.
Yeah, if it had the hitbox of a flag ball, then Snatch would be dead.
Yeah, most
And a
definitely.
quick 5
And a
and
hit.
6-1. Although being the wrong spawn point for Sharkin, it might have paid off. Nope.
Sharkan picked up the shield build. Nice flag balls from Sharkan, but Snatch is keeping him pinned down to the floor. But he missed a decisive shot.
Oh, very nice shock primaries here by Sharkin. Gonna switch over to his buff. But probably being too transparent by going to the health packs.
Wow.
4 shock primaries in a row, as it seemed by Snatch. Nice prediction.
And yet another devastating combo over there. Snatch decides to leave the 100 armor to try and prevent Master Bubble from grabbing the shield belt, but he manages to grab the shield belt anyways. Didn't really go to waste because at least he manages to delay the 100 armor furthermore, even though at the end Sharkan manages to get the kill.
Right, after all, still a really risky move of Snatch
Yeah, absolutely.
to leave control
Nice.
to the opponent for nothing uncontested. But as we see, he's getting away with it. 12-2 is the score right now. 1 minute over halftime, and it looks like Snatch is expanding this lead now to 11 frags difference.
Tron is saying Snatch took the 100. Yes, that's what I said. Or did I mix it up with, or did I accidentally mix it up with Sharkan? Because I meant Snatch.
I don't recall, to be honest. In any case, we have another frag by Sharkin and another hit. Snatch without a gun, just having picked up the armor and now the sniper rifle.
Now they're making fun of Shogun's behavior about the game. River said, I find it cool that Shogun never comments on happenings in the game and just plays. Lolek says he can't write word. He cannot write words. That's a secret. And Apple says maybe his chat find is broken, but he keeps yelling kurva, kurva, kurva.
Probably. Yeah, so Snatch picking up his... Let's see. Is it only his second shield belt? Is it possible?
Check. 5 shield belts for Shotgun and 2
Yeah.
for...
Wow. Okay.
Oh, he manages to kill himself. But at the end...
Very nice timing. 9 frags to go. If Snatch plays it properly, he somewhat cannot lose this game. Snatch down to 5 HP.
That must have hurt. One minute left and 9 frags to go for Shotgun. 8.
Make it 8, yeah.
Okay, 9 again.
Did you ever see somebody explode by a enforcer shot?
Just now. We're talking about Unreal Tournament 4.
Right.
We can see
It's-
a lot of things happening.
It's a day of first times. First Snatch is a weird flag kill.
Yeah,
Temple and now this.
I was thinking about that actually.
Yeah. Definitely nice efforts by Sharkin. Some nice frags he did for sure. I think what most of the players lack that lost today was proper selection of spawns. But as we all know, sometimes the randomness is greater than any skill.
Well, I guess we can call it GG now.
Yeah, GG. Congrats to SAS for a straight 5-0.